Okay, so I saw this post from the Wall Street Journal about how the top 5% of millennial earners are earning more than their baby boomer counterparts did. Now, many people are rightly pointing out in the comments of this post that the inflation adjustment that's performed to make this an apples to apples comparison does not take into account that asset prices have actually risen a lot faster than inflation, which is a case for investing in assets, as we know. Their point, and one that I mostly agree with, is that even if the top 5% of young people look wealthier today on paper, that doesn't really tell the whole story. But something that I haven't really seen people talking about with this is it's actually included in the full article, and it's almost kind of like an aside. And it's that the top 5% millennial earners are actually earning differently now than their baby boomer counterparts did. Like back in the day, if you wanted to ascend to that level, you would become a doctor. Now, the article points out, you're more likely to see people doing this through tech jobs, banking and finance, consulting. One person who was interviewed for the piece was like, yeah, your surgeon and the person coding the Snapchat interface are making the same amount of money. And I think that right there is a way bigger canary in the late capitalist coal mine about how our resource allocation is, meaning how money and talent and time are being invested and the incentives that are funneling resources to some places and not others. If you have the best and brightest young people, the most talented, ambitious, driven, hardworking people, most rationally incentivized to go into banking or consulting, that incentive structure is the reason why that nerd you grew up with who should have become a climate tech scientist and worked on the technology that was going to save humanity is probably employed by McKinsey right now making a deck for ExxonMobil. That's just one thing. Set that aside for a second and think about how AI is going to disrupt this paradigm. We are going to start seeing those white collar, prestigious knowledge work jobs becoming harder and harder to get, because that is the type of work that AI is really good at. We all thought that AI was going to replace cashiers and delivery drivers, but AI is coming for white collar jobs first. So I think that even the shift that we've seen over the last 3 decades is about to be upended again.